Bitch. Oh, she feeling herself. She feeling herself. Alright, but for real. Today I filmed this everyday makeup routine. This is what I do on an everyday. The eyes may change through like on a day-to-day basis. There's days that I skip eyeliner, there's days I skip eyeshadow, there's days I just pop on some fake eyelashes and call it a fucking day. Ignore the eyes. As far as my face, eyebrow, and just like, you know, my face go, it's what I do every single day. And yeah, that's all. So if you guys like this, just keep watching. Alright, so I already went ahead and primed my face with the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Primer. Next, I'm going to go in with my NARS All Day Luminous Foundation in the color Syracuse, and I'm going to just go ahead and dot that all over my face. For an everyday look, I kind of like to do a thin layer. This might look like a lot to some people, but girl, this is my thin layer, okay? Next, I'm going to go ahead and take my IT Cosmetics Beauty Blender. Make sure it's damp, at least for me. I need it to be. And I'm going to just press this all into my skin. I feel like when using a sponge to apply your makeup, it just ends up looking like a much more natural finish and just like kind of more your skin. So I feel like it's perfect for an everyday look. Also, sorry if I'm talking throughout this. It was originally going to be a talk through video, but then I was like, fuck that. Now taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Medium, I'm going to go ahead and dot this under my eyes. Normally, if I'm in a rush, I just do my under eyes, but usually I have a little bit of time and I'll go ahead and place them on the bridge of my nose, forehead, cheek, and Cupid's area. Then I'll go ahead and just dab this out and blend it on with my beauty blender. Like I said though, this part is not necessary. You don't have to do the whole contouring, highlighting shit for an everyday basis. I just had a little extra time today. I also make sure to put this on my eyes just because I use it as my primer later on if I'm going to go ahead and apply eyeshadow. Taking my Dermablend Loose Setting Powder on that same beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes and anywhere else that I would have highlighted. I make sure to get really close to the rim of my eyes just because I really don't want those fucking wrinkles or creases. I'm also going to go ahead and blend out the creases on my eyes where my foundation settled so that I can apply my powder on it and have a good clean base for when I go ahead and apply my eyeshadow. Now I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face so that I successfully look like a fucking powdered donut. I find that when I press the Beauty Blender into my skin, especially when it's damp, it just holds my foundation longer and just all day. It doesn't budge at all. It's also fucking sweat proof. So yay. Then I'm going to go ahead and take this fluffy brush and wipe off all the excess powder that I have all over my face. And I always go in with a smaller tapered brush and just dust off the excess powder that my big powder brush couldn't get. Now taking my Anastasia Brow Wiz in the color Ebony, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I don't really do anything crazy, honestly, just fill them in, make them a little darker, and give a little bit somewhat of a shape to them. I find that the less time I spend on my brows, the better they come out. I always fuck up my brows. It's literally my least favorite thing to do. But yeah, here I was just kind of trying to show you guys the difference. It's not really much of a big one. I just try to go along my natural eyebrow shape. Taking my Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette, I'm going to go ahead and take the color Faith on a big fluffy blending brush, and I'm just going to work that into my crease. I don't really care to be sloppy with it. I like kind of the sloppy look. I kind of just work my way up with the color. I don't take too much on there just because I really like that kind of seamless blown out effect on my eyes, if that makes sense. Now dipping into that color right beside it, that burnt orange color, I believe it's called Extra Bitter. I'm just going to work that into my crease like I did before. I just can't stick to, you know, those earthy browns all the time. I need some kind of color in my eye look, so I always like to go for like a kind of burnt orange, just something that gives me a little bit more life to my eyes. Then I just make sure that I fucking blend it to the motherfucking gods. This is probably what makes me late most of the time is when I decide to do eyeshadow in the morning and I have to make sure it's blended. Because if it's not, the fuck are you doing, girl? Now taking below on this tiny fucking brush, don't judge me, I couldn't find my other ones. I'm going to place this all over my lid and inner corner just to open up my eyes a little bit more, and I'm going to make sure I blend that in with the other colors. This part is optional, but usually I like to add a little bit of eyeliner even if it's a baby wing, so I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Eyeliner in black and just add a little wing. Then I did this off camera, but I used my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. Taking my Cheek Parade palette from Benefit and dipping into Hoola, I'm going to start warming up my face. I have to warm up my face with bronzer. Like, if I'm wearing foundation, there's no fucking way I'm not going to be wearing bronzer with it. My face is too flat and fat to fucking not have some dimension to it. Going into that same palette, I'm going to take California and Dandelion and mix them together and just blush up my face all the way up. Then with my Becca Champagne Pop highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and highlight. This is the perfect everyday highlight. It's not too much, it's not too crazy, but I always make sure I put it on the tip of my nose and down the bridge of it. I fucking love this shit. It just looks so cute. This part also optional, but I went ahead and decided to put it in my inner corner and brow bone just to give a little extra oomph, you know? I'm going to finish off this look with this Vivid Hot Lacquer by Maybelline in the color Unreal. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. This is what I came up with. This is my everyday makeup routine that I do. So I hope you guys like this. Alright, yeah. So please like, comment, subscribe if you want. But yeah, that's all. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay guys, that is it for this video. My eyelashes are like still drying, so if you see any like green like rim or anything like that,